And hello, Don. And we're rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And of course the knuckles. And let us do the fingers today, starting with the index and squeezing between the index and the thumb. And the middle finger. And the ring finger. And the pinky. And then the index finger on the other hand. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's toss the ball up in the air and catch it, or if you got balloons, you can bat it back and forth with a partner. That's always a good alternative. Switching speeds, heights, hands, batting it, catching it. And 3, 2, 1. Ball on the floor. Assess how the feet, ankles, knees, hips are feeling. Take a note and step on the ball 3 times right in the middle of the foot. Move it up to the knuckles, press down once on each. Going across. Slide across the knuckles. Move the ball down, pivot on the toes, and slide it across the toes. Step on the ball just below the first knuckle, at the side of the top of the heel, and at the middle of the fifth metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Reassess. And go to the other foot, press down 3 times. Knuckles. Slide across the knuckles. Slide across the top of the heel. Press down in the 3 spots. Slide down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. Let go. Get the ball out of the way and reassess before shaking the tree. Three, two, one, centering. Nice deep in breath and twisted away, swinging the arms. And center with some motion wave breathing. Center and take the fingers and thumb at the base of the spine and gather in starlight from one side. And then the other. And center. We'll move right into marching in place. Or jogging. So today we'll do Stuart McGill's exercises for stabilizing the spine and the core. And 5 Tibetans in the after class. You'd like here to get the heart rate going. Or just keep doing what you're doing and be safe. I'll sprint, not run today. Do it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 20. 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hand. Up overhead. Reach for the sky. Come back down and bend back if you can. Center again, bend to one side. And then the other. Come on, back to center, drop the hands, press out at the chest. Come down, interlace the hands behind the back, and raise them up. A little higher. Come on back down and shrug. And roll back. Form a W, squeeze the shoulders, shoulder blades together. And release. Squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Release. And the hands out in front, pull back on the fingers. And then point them down, pull back. Flop the wrist, wiggle the fingers, make a fist. Other hand. And down. And flop. Extend the arms, rotate. Other direction. One palm up, one palm down, and flip flop. Cross one arm right below the neck and push back on the elbow. And then the other. And first arm behind the back, pressing down. Other arm. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Come on down and rotate the neck. other direction. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Look up. And down. Over one shoulder. And then the other. And let's do a side lunge. And then go the other way. And we're going to stick. So we need to do the gym stick routine today. So we'll go and get those hamstrings and calves later on. Going back in one direction and then the other. And then lift it up overhead and swing back and forth. And then bring it down above the knees, hands out in front between the legs, between the knees, hinge at the waist and lift up. And then bring the stick out in front, right in the center. Hands near or at the top. Extend out, hinge at the waist. And stretch the upper body and shoulders. So on up, bring the stick across the body onto one side. Bring the free hand underneath. Grab the shoulder, hinge at the waist, tug on the shoulder. And then bring the stick across to the other side. Do the same. And then bring the stick to the side of the foot. Top hand presses out as the bottom hand pulls in. You can hinge at the waist a bit if you'd like. Other side. And come up. Put the stick in front of one foot, put that foot out about 6 inches from it. Drop the stick against the shoulder. Slide the hands down, hinge at the waist. Lift the sole of the foot. and wiggle it if you want to increase the stretch on the hamstring. Come on up. Put the sole of the foot against the stick and press. And then come back and do the same thing on the other side. Starting with the hamstring. And then the calf. And we'll stretch the hip flexors. Front leg at 90 degrees, back leg, the ball of the foot. You're on the ball of the foot. Go down and stretch those hip flexors. And the other way. Come on up, grab one foot by the shin, ankle, or toes, and stretch the quads. Other foot. Bring the first foot in front. Press the knee back, hinge at the waist slightly. And then the other. And come up, put the stick in front in the middle, step back, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger, and come up on your toes for 15, 14, 13, 12. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back on the heels. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And we're done with the stick. We're going to do the McGill Big Three. So we're going to get down on the floor. I'm going to change the camera. Got it working again. There we go. So want to lie down. Soles of the feet are on the floor, and then extend one leg. So the other foot is on the floor. The hands are the lower back underneath, giving support. You're going to raise your head, neck, and shoulders only about an inch off the floor. Keep your feet on the floor. We'll hold for 10 seconds, and then we'll switch the positions of the feet. We'll do 3 on each side, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down, switch the position of the feet, and come up. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, and down. Switch. 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Switch. And down. Switch. And down, and then the last one, up, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, and down. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to roll over on all fours and do some bird dogs, but as we've been doing lately, if you have trouble with your knees, you may want to stay on your back and do a dead bug, like so, alternating your hands and legs going back that way. But if you can be on your knees, you're on all fours, you're going to extend the left hand and arm as you extend the right foot and leg for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, and then a right hand and the left foot, 2, 3, and back to left hand, right foot, and down, and then right hand, left foot, and final 2, 3, 4, 5. And right hand, left foot, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to one side and take a couple of breaths. I'm going to do some side planks. And that'll finish it off. So you can do these planks either on your knees or with one foot stacked on top of the other, or one foot in front of the other. Whatever works for you. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. We're going to do 3 on one side and then 3 on the other. Ready, up, 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, and down. Couple of breaths. And up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Go to the other side. Up, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. And up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Last one. Up. 2, 8, 9, 10. Come around and sit down. We're going to do our 4, 7, 8 breath. Do that sitting. So we're inhaling for a count of 4, holding for 7, and then exhaling through the mouth for the count of 8. We'll do 4 rounds, starting now. Beautiful. So we're going to stand up, rubbing those hands together and cultivating chi. Forming an orb of pure energy that is moving us left, right, back, and forth, down, and up. And centering. For 2 breaths. And let's open our hearts. Pausing on that inhalation and then sharing it with a great exhalation. Centering. 2 breaths. And bringing down heavenly chi. And then gathering up earth chi. And namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mira.
Thanks, Tom.
Don, take care. Have a good day.
Thank you, Tom.
Nina, you too. And for those of you still around, we got a little 5 Tibetan action coming up. So let's see, I gotta move this. I'm gonna step back. Remember, you can just twist at the waist and swing the arms or spin up to 11. And then take 2 deep breaths, gather your wits and join me on the floor. So again, this is slightly different than what we did with the McGill, but same principles. You can have your hands by your side in the usual way. Your feet are on the floor with both soles, or both feet are extended. You're going to lift the soles or the legs off the floor and come right back down as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Now, usually in the 5 Tibetans, you do that a little higher, but if you have a bad back, I'd suggest doing what McGill does and putting your hands behind your back and only coming up about 1 inch. You can also support your neck by putting your hands behind your head if you have neck issues. So I'll do 6 modified, 5 regular, as I usually do, starting now. 1, 2. And then take 2 deep breaths. So up on the knees. Hands are behind the thighs or on the glutes. You can just rock back from the knees if you have back extension issues. Otherwise, come back. You can also keep your neck straight if you need to. And you go forward. We'll do 11. And we'll take 2 breaths. And sit back down. Again, in the modified version, you can have your hands either by your side of your hips or behind you with the fingers facing away. You find that easier? Modified version, the soles are on the floor.
Someone is at the front door.
Unmodified, your legs are extended, and that's how I'm going to do it. Do it however is comfortable for you. Going into an inverted table. 1, 2, 11. 2 deep breaths. So we turn around on table into tabletop again. And this time we're going to go into a cobra in the modified version. Unmodified, start at a down dog, come into an up dog. I'll do 6 and 5. 1, 2, when you're done, come around. Cross your legs however it feels most comfortable this morning. And we're going to twist at the waist 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other, either sitting up or bending over. Starting now. And then switch the position of the legs. So what was in front goes behind, or what was on top goes on the bottom. We'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in reverse. Pausing on the last round to stretch out in front and do some box breathing, or whatever cadence fits you. Press in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold before breathing again. Do 2 sets in the center, 2 on the left knee, 2 over the right knee. Starting now. And stretching out and beginning that breath. And moving over to the left knee. And then the right knee. And Satnam.